Hey guys, this video is gonna be about, I know how my last video, it got really emotional at the end about my dog. So this one's gonna be about how how I and my family got Parker. So, we didn't buy him directly. We didn't buy him from the shelter, or we didn't have the mother or the father. Parker first had a different family, and I don't know how he was like there. All I know is by my mother is she found him once on a newspaper for sale, and apparently the family said they're getting rid of him because he was not listening and he didn't know how to do potty training. But this is what he would always do. He would always be at the front door looking at them, which we knew what that meant. He wants to go outside to go use the washroom. They didn't know that because they want him to go to the back door. But the family is in the living room, so he's going to be at the front door to let them know. So they didn't listen to him, so he always used the washroom at the front of the door, and it would always get him in trouble. No matter what, always. So when they sold him and we took him in, we didn't know that until he started going to the front of the door and doing the exact same routine that he would do at the other house. We got him in a little bit of trouble until we found out why he was doing that, and it's because he wanted to use the washroom. So we instantly got the hint right away that he just wants to use the washroom. So right when we got that figured out, we got him out of that bad habit of what he was doing at the last house. It was all fixed from there. He instantly knew what to do, and we instantly listened to him instantly when he was at the front of the door. And after since that passed, when I was a younger self, I would always spend so much time with Parker. Most of my time would go to him when I was young. And as soon as I was getting older, I would still spend time with him, but for some reason my time with him would go down, which I regret to this day. But I would always spend time with him, and then when I was young, I got my first job. It was newspapers, and I have a love and hate for that job. It's exhausting at times. At the same time, I was glad I had a job for my first time when I was young, so I can get the feel of having a job. It wasn't much money. It was very, 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 very little, but it was very cool to have that as my first job. And it was great to have it. But when I was really young, because I have a scar because of Parker right here, I'm never going to get plastic surgery or anything to get rid of it because that's a memory. Because he never meant to do that. He didn't want to hurt me. One time when I was young, I was giving him attention. I was petting him and everything. And another dog, I forget which dog it was, wanted attention from me as well. So I was going to give him attention. Parker didn't like that very much. He wanted the attention all to himself. So he was gonna scratch at the dog, but he missed. He got me right in the nose. We didn't get Parker in trouble. I didn't want him to get in trouble at all, because he didn't mean to. He just wanted the attention to himself. We had to train him not to do that, which he eventually did. And all this time, I would always try my best to walk him, take him outside, and whatever. Be days where I wouldn't be giving attention, which I wish I did, giving it as much attention as I possibly could. And I didn't have a phone these days because my mother only gives us phones when we have our first job. Newspapers is not really a first job. You're just out there giving papers and then you're back home. But when I got my first job, it was I believe at the Hub. It was the Hub. They're no longer open, they're closed down. It's because the owner was not really he wasn't the greatest man. But that was when I also got my around roughly first phone. When I was young, I did have kind of a phone, but it wasn't really a phone. It was an iPod. It's one of the oldest versions of one. Really old, they don't make them anymore. That was my first phone. And as a kid, that was a big deal. It was my first phone. I was excited to have it. I brought it to school every day. It was great. I love that thing. I would love to try to find it to show you guys, but I don't know where it is. But if I could have, I don't know why I was young. I didn't think about taking pictures of Parker, but I really should have. So more likely, when I do make picture frames of Parker, I know my mother has pictures of him, and I'm going to ask her to send me as many as she can, because I'm going to make I guess you could say a booklet of just Parker. of just Parker. Parker of me and him and of him and whatever. And so anytime I want to remember him, I have pictures of him, so I always know what he looks like and who was my first dog. And I'll always love him. Even though he's not here with me anymore, I know he's here with me. Physically, like, I know he's here with me all the time, and I'm glad for that. And when we move, I'm going to be buying something for his ashes, like part of my ashes. My mom split the ashes in different bags, so we each have a memory of them. So for my ashes, I'm more likely going to be making a replica, kind of a statue of Parker, and putting his ashes inside of it. So I have a memory by my desk all the time of my sweet dog that I always heartily love him in my heart for the rest of my life. And I know he's looking over me all the time. And as soon as I started getting really, really older, I realized I haven't spent so much time with him. And when he started getting very sick, I noticed he was getting sick, where I've always most of my time went to him because he was sick. Always. I would be sitting on the chair, I would have him up with me. I was giving attention because he wasn't feeling well. But I didn't know that he wasn't feeling well. He was just not eating because of how old he was getting. I didn't know that until my mom told me that since he's not eating or whatever, and he's losing a dangerously amount of weight, because he had so much weight and he just lost it like really, really quickly, and that was very not normal for a dog. That was not normal for a dog, and I was showing that he was very getting sick. His age was getting to him, and for a dog like him, for his breed, the age that he got to is very, very rare. It was rare, and it was lucky that I got to see him like that. It was rare that he lived for that long, and I'm grateful that he did, because that made me spend a little bit more time with him than normal. But I didn't know that this was the time where we had to let him go, and we had to put him down for his sake, for his health, because if we didn't put him down, we would have found out by waking up one morning, him being on the floor, us thinking he's sleeping for a minute, and then finding out he was dead right there. So instead of us sadly seeing that moment, in that moment we decided the best option for him was to put him down. I didn't want to go and see him put it down because it would hurt a lot more for me to see that. But now when I'm thinking past it, I wish I did go, because I would have given him one last hug, knowing that would be my last time. I really wish I did go to the vet with him for his last life. But with my own stupidity, I didn't want to see him like that. And I didn't want to imagine him not being here with me anymore, and all the emotions me coming in right away of him being put down. Because he was a fighter. Even though he was really old, he didn't weigh that much anymore, he wouldn't go down easily. They had to calm him down. They had to make him be peaceful, which they eventually did. But that would have hurt way too much to see. So I had to say no. But to this day, I regret saying no. And I deeply wish I went to see him. And yeah, that's why, as much as I can, I'm spending more time with her. You just saw her that brief minute. I'm going to be spending most of my time with Rose as much as I can. This is why I'm going to be taking lots of photos of her, and if you see a lot of recordings of her on my YouTube, it's just me trying to get memories of her on my phone before she's also no longer here. Because the sad things about bigger dogs is that they have a shorter lifespan than shorter dogs. Shorter dogs will live longer than taller dogs. And that's what scares me, because I don't want her to go away that fast. But I know a few years, maybe 5 years from now, 6 years, 8 years, I know I won't. I know her time's gonna come, but I'm just not gonna think about that, and I'm just going to spend as much time with her as much as I can. That's partially why the reason why I spoil her when I have this job. It's because I want her to have a great life before she's no longer here. Something I wish I did to Parker, but I never did, but I really deeply wish I did that for him. That's why when I save more money, way more money, on my arm right here, I'm going to be getting a tattoo of it saying Parker with lots of hearts, memorials, maybe an RIP. And I was thinking about it. I was also maybe going to get a tattoo of him on my back, finding a very good picture that my mom has, find a very good one, and get like a really nice tattoo on my back for me remembering him. And even when she sadly passes away, on the other arm, I was going to get the right Rose, because that's her name, and get a lot of roses instead of regular flowers. It's going to be a lot of roses, because that's her name, and it just matches the actual flower. And yeah, that's the story of Parker. The start of it was sad because the original owners wasn't really treating him with as much love as they should have been. They should have cared for him, and they should have instantly realized the real reason why he was at that front door is because he wanted outside. But they never listened. They never thought of that. And yeah, so to this day, I deeply wish I still had Parker, and I will keep wishing he was still here all the time. And it's hard. It's really hard to heal from depression or whatever when you have that thought in your head that you lost your best friend and you'll never get him back because he's gone. So yeah, again, this is also a memory for you guys, for your pets, to always love them. Don't ever push them away. And if they ever walk up towards you with a toy, or just walk up to you for pets, give that to them. Give them the pets. Play with them with their toy. They just want love and care. And that's all I want you guys to do with your pets. Show your pets as well with as much love as you can, because they have shorter lifespans than we do. And dogs know that as well. That's why every single time a dog comes up to the door when he hears you, and he gets so excited, so happy that you're home, he's barking so much, he's being loud, don't be mean to him or her. They are just happy and excited that you are home. They're happy that you returned, because they know they want to spend every single time with you, because they know that they have a shorter lifespan than you do. They just want to make every single day count, and they can sense that. And that's what I like about dogs. They know that for a fact, and you just need to spend as much time with them as much as you can. Anytime you come home, give them nice pets, take them outside for a walk, or just take them outside in general, because they just want to be with you as much as they can. So if you say you just got home from work and you want to get a shower, do that second. Deal with your dog first. Do something with him before you get a shower, and then go get yourself a shower. Or before you decide to do anything, you're going to play a game. Do something with your dog. You're going to go out for a walk. Why not take your dog with you? He would love that walk with you. Your dog would love to go on that walk with you every single time. You go for a bike ride. Teach your dog with a leash. They literally sell on Amazon a attachable leash attachment for your bike, so you can attach your leash to the bike and to your dog. And you can train your dog to walk with your bike. And you can do it with a nice speed pace with your bike so your dog can easily follow you. Do that with your dog. Your dog would love it. Once in a while, take your dog to a nice dog park. Do as much as you can with your dog, because that's all they want to do with you. They just want to love you as much as they can before they're no longer here. Or until you're here. You never know who will be gone first. You need to spend time with as much as your loved ones. And that's not just your family and your friends. That's your pets included. Please do that, guys, with your oldest dogs. I wish I could spend more time with mine. But with you guys, spend as much as you can with your dogs at all times. Do not ignore them. Do not push them away when they want some pets. Don't ever push them away if they're bringing a toy towards you. Play with your dogs, because that's all they want. And I hope this really helps you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I really hope that you guys will now go spend time with your pets as much as you can, because that's all they want. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You guys have a great day, and see you in the next one. See you guys. Stay positive out there, and always be there for your family, and be there for your friends, and be there for your pets. See you guys. Love you all. Bye.